All right, it is Tuesday, 10/23/24. Fruit of the Spirit, cultivating the fruit of the Spirit. We know that we're supposed to love God with our whole heart, soul, and mind, and we're supposed to love our neighbor as ourselves. So again, love and obedience are intertwined and connected. Can't have one without the other. Anyhow, there is another verse that I'd like to share with you. It's Galatians chapter 5, verse 13, where Paul writes, this is a commandment, even though Paul writes it, it's a commandment that he got from the Lord Jesus Christ, but by love serve one another. It's not enough to just serve somebody, it has to be done in love. And there's a little bit of a distinction. So, another thing about love is, and I get this from a reference book. It's called Vine's Expository Dictionary of Old and New Testament Words. There we go. It says about love, love can only be known by the actions it produces. So, one of you, Merrick, Vesper, Daisy, Scarlett, are following me around with the camera all day. And you come up to me and says, one of you says, do you love Grandpa? And I say, yeah, of course I love her. Well, then you follow me around with the camera all day long. And at the end of the day, you press play and you say, well, let's see what Grandpa did. He ate breakfast. He went for a walk in the park. He played his harmonica. He read the Bible. He took a nap. He ate supper. He read the newspaper, watched a little TV, went to bed. What actions would prove that Grandpa loved Grandma? The answer is nothing. I can't say it if there are no actions. John, in one of his letters, writes, my little children, let us love not in word only, but in deed. I can't say it without deeds following it. All right. Another thing about love is it's sacrificial, means it takes a little bit of work to do. I can't do what I want to do just because I want to do it. I have to be able to be willing to put my needs, my wants aside for the betterment of Grandma. All right? So that's an important distinction. So what are the things that Grandpa could do that would show that he loves Grandma? Well, take out the garbage. You might not think it's a big deal, but for Grandma, taking out the garbage is an important thing. Do I like taking out the garbage? Not particularly so, but I do it because I love her and I want to please her. So I take out the garbage. Another thing is, you all know Grandma has bad back. So out of love, now this is another one here. I'm going to say something, and I've given you a lot of stuff, is the anticipation of a need. Grandma has a need, and I anticipate that need by saying, hey, would you like a back rub? That's love, and it's an action, and it's an anticipation of a need. I also bought her a massage table in order to please her, a sign or an act of love. Your father came up to me, or he didn't come up to me, we were talking on the phone, and he said, Dad, I need for you to start making more videos for the kids. My first response was, how am I going to do that? When am I going to find the time? But it was his need, and I sat back and I meditated on it, and I said, I'm going to do the best I can to meet that need. And it costs me something. Like right now, it is almost 9 o'clock. I'm tired, but I'm trying to put my needs aside out of love to help him. And in the process, he's also anticipating the needs of 4 little munchkins, because your dad is concerned about the state of your souls. And he asks for help. I'm able to give him that help as best as we can. And I don't just sit here and make things up. I had to ask myself, what are the kids' needs? What are they going to hear? How do I resonate with them? You know what that word resonate means? It means to be kind of on the same frequency. Do you know what tuning forks are? Tuning forks are one way of measuring frequencies. One of the biggest uses of a tuning fork is when you tune a piano. So it's a metal bar, it has a U on it and a handle, and these are tuned to a certain frequency, and if you tap it, you'll hear a sound. Like the note G. You know music a little bit. So you'll take that note G, as a matter of fact, so I would pick up the tuning fork, and if I was adjusting this, I would hit the tuning fork, and I would take the little reed in here, it either increase or decrease the length of the reed so that it would resonate with the tuning fork. And each reed here has a specific key, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then A sharp, B flat, C, C sharp, etc., etc. So getting back to you, if I hit the tuning fork and it doesn't resonate with the G on the harmonica, they're not going to work together. It's got to be together. So I try to resonate with all 4 of you. What do they need? What do I need to say? What's going to make sense so that you can hear, we can be on the same frequency, and you can digest my words, hear something, and we can all come together and mesh. So please remember that love and obedience are intertwined. Love, for it to be biblical love, there has to be some kind of actions involved. We're supposed to serve one another by love. That means going out of your way to do something for another person. And I guess that's all I have to say for right now. I hope you are doing well, and good night.